Good evening, this is Melissa with thestockswoosh.com, and tonight I'm going to do a little mini class called Invest in Yourself, and this is by Melissa Armo, which is me. So I'd like you to sit back and relax, and I'm going to talk about a few things tonight that I think are important enough to take my time this evening to discuss them with you, and important enough for you to hopefully take some time out of your night to listen to this video, and I hope that you get something out of it. Tonight we're going to talk about how to invest in yourself and the importance of investing in yourself. And what do I mean by that? I teach a trading class, and in order to take that class, you'd have to invest money in the education. There's many classes out there. There's many places that you can go for information. You can read books on how to be a better trader. You can take classes. You can paper trade without real money to practice, or you can trade real money. So there's lots of ways for you to learn how to become a better trader. Now, investing in yourself means several things. It means taking the time and the work and maybe spending some money investing in yourself, in your future as a trader. This is something that is just required if you want to learn how to do this, because learning how to trade is no easy task. And it's important to invest in yourself. I don't want you to invest all your money at the beginning or before you're even profitable in the market, because it could be like throwing your money away. And the problem is the time is money. If you take on trading in the market with little education and don't really invest in yourself in learning, okay, then time will just fly by you. Before you know it, you're going to turn around and look at yourself. I know this because I can name, 25 friends it's happened to. Since I've started trading, this has happened to almost everyone that I know. Before you know it, you start trading, and it's 2 years has gone by, 3 years has gone by, 5 years has gone by, and you turn around, you look at yourself and say, oh my gosh, have I been doing this for this long? And not everybody is profitable during that time. Everybody says, well, I'm gonna make a little bit every day. I'm gonna slowly do this. I'm gonna make a little bit every day. I'm gonna do this. I don't want to spend the money for a class. I can't afford it. I'm better off trading. I'm just gonna build up my account. I'm gonna make a little here, make a little there. You make a little, you end up losing, because after commissions and platform fees and your lost days, you're down. And not only are you down money, you're down time. There is nothing more important than time when it has to do with your trading career. Because every day that goes by, that the market wakes up and opens and trades go off, that you're not doing the right thing to make money with them, you're actually losing money, and time is going by. You're losing time out of your life that you could be a successful trader, and it's days that you could be making money. Stuff's happening that you don't know how to do, that you could learn how to do from a class like mine, and do it and make money to move forward with your life. So you've got to decide how you're going to invest in yourself, and where is your time better spent? Is your time better spent slowly trying to invest your money in the market by doing stuff that you can't figure out what you're doing, and you're trying to make a little, and you're losing a little, and making a little, and all of a sudden a year's gone by, 6 months has gone by, and you're down money. And then you're down money, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to come up with the money to take a class like mine. It's a problem. I'm trying to advise you now, don't let that happen to you. If you're new, if you're less than 1 year doing trading, if you're that new, don't waste your time. Time is money. Don't give all your hard-earned money away to the market in mistakes. Invest in your own learning, your own education, your own well-being. Save your money for value-driven education and trading once you know how to trade well. Let me tell you something. The market is there and ready and waiting to take all your hard-earned money while you're learning. And as long as you want to keep trying to do it, the market will be there and will just do exactly what you want. It will help you learn through taking all your money. If you want to take 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, the market will be there. The market will be there just to take your money while you're trying to learn. That's the reality. If you take a class like mine and learn from someone that knows what they're doing and is using a strategy to make money right now, you're going to be investing in yourself and learning. Doesn't mean you're going to get up tomorrow and all of a sudden make money. It means you're going to learn something to do and you're going to practice it and you're going to speed up your learning curve. Because at the end of the day, time is money. The most important thing is that you save your money for value-driven education and trading once you know how to trade well. Now here's an example, time is money, where the market can take your money if you don't know what you're doing. This is a gap. This was a gap that happened. This is ADSK. This happened on the 24th. It didn't set up properly. It failed. There was no entry here at all. And if you didn't know what you were doing this day, you would have lost money. You would have got run over by a truck because the stock failed as a gap and rallied up $3. So the market was sitting here waiting, ready to take anybody's money who didn't know what they were doing, playing gaps this day, to take it. And this happens every day. Every day there's something that happens in the market that you may not understand. And that's why I urge you to try to focus on one strategy and specifically one play or a few plays so you can get good at them. Get good at them at the beginning. And focus on them so you can have conviction in something. Okay. Now let's talk about value-driven education. What does that mean? Value-driven education is the idea that I realized since I created this class for myself, I wanted to do something that helped people where I could teach people how to do something that had value, where the money that they were spending for it, they were spending for it than what I was charging. In other words, that they got so much information and so much value out of my class, they said, you know what? I got my money's worth. I got off on the cheap on this. That I learned so much from this woman, from this person, that it was worth more than $1,500. And I feel great about the fact that I decided to take the class and spend the money. So taking classes, which many people do, they're done with it. They spend thousands of dollars, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. Some of them go on for a week, some are a couple of days, some are a weekend, and afterwards they still have no clue how to trade and don't feel like they got their money's worth out of it. That's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling, and I don't want people to feel like that about my class. So I've spent a lot of time and a lot of work putting a lot of effort and energy into the information and the value in what I'm teaching in that 2-day class. It has to be about the value. It has to be about the quality. Are you getting value-added education? If you're paying for something right now, is it providing you with value? Ask yourself, is the information you are learning in the class worth more than you are actually paying, or is it worth less? If it's worth less, then you made a mistake taking the class. And I know that many people have. We all have. Okay, at the beginning, we don't know any better. But I'm trying to do right by people because I understand that people need their money to trade. No matter what, even after you take my class, you're going to need your own money to trade. So I'm trying to provide someone something with value and help them while still earning a fee for my services. But the fact is that you learn so much from my class that it's worth more than I'm charging you. And that's what's important. Also consider all the value you will receive from the cost of a class versus paying the cost of the market. And it's better money for the value if you invest in yourself and if you invest in your education and if you invest in your own well-being than throwing the money at the market day after day after day. Even if it's a slow death that takes you 2 years to whittle away the money, it will happen if you don't know what you're doing. Why? Because the market is there to take it if you don't know what you're doing. The market is set up to take money from people who don't know what they're doing. That's the game. That's what it's about. That's it. So learn to know what to do so it doesn't happen to you. Invest in yourself. The Golden Gap class is value-driven education. It's 2 days of jam-packed information on everything you need to know to make money using one strategy and multiple plays in concise and detailed formula. That was my goal, and I have accomplished that goal in the class that I've created. Don't waste years of your life trying to make a little bit of money while you are actually losing money in commissions and the market by taking plays and doing trades that are not of value. Don't waste time trading for months and years with no conviction. You need to have conviction. Get clear with your goals. This is very important, and I want you to take a minute to think about this. What are your financial goals? How long do you think it will take you to make money trading? Are you giving yourself a month, a year, 3 years? What are your goals? Set some goals for yourself. Get clear with your goals on when you will be successful, when you expect yourself to do it. Be realistic, but you have to get clear with your goals. When you go into something having no clue and no plan, that isn't a good way to start an endeavor that you plan to be successful in. So you need to get clear with your financial goals about trading. Are you willing to invest the money in a class? Are you willing to invest the money in 2 classes? You just want to do it and try to teach yourself, which I don't suggest, because that's what I did. And it took me 2.5 years, and I'm not even going to detail it here, but I threw myself into the fire of the market. I believe at the end of the day now, I did that because it was my destiny to figure things out as well as I did, to create this class, and not only that, to figure out how to trade as well as I have. But I wouldn't recommend what I did to myself to anyone, which is why I decided to do this class and charge a reasonable amount of money for it and provide a lot of information within a short period of time to help people. It takes a gutsy person to do what I did, So get clear on your financial goals. Get clear with your goals for becoming a trader. Face the reality of what it's going to take for you to be successful. If you could speed up your time and achieve your goals for making money faster by taking the Golden Gap class, would you do it? Ask yourself, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you knew if you took my class that they would speed up the process of you becoming a profitable trader, that if you took my class in September, you'd be making money by December or January, actually making money within 3 months of taking my class, would you do it? Would it be worth it for you? Or would you rather not spend the money for the class and be in the same place a year from now, or worse, having lost the money to the market and still not knowing what to do? And then you still have to come up with the money to take some kind of class because you still don't know what to do. And you've lost all that time, which is worth money, and it's meaningful for your life. You don't want to do that to yourself. Here's the thing. How badly do you want it? I wanted it really badly. So I threw myself into the fire and I made it. I wanted it so badly. I wanted it so badly. My friends knew that. My family knew that. I knew that inside. So I did it. But I wanted it really bad. And you have to want it bad too. And the thing is that a lot of people are trading and a lot of people want to do well, but some people are doing it and they don't want it that badly. They don't want it bad enough to spend $1,500 on a class. They'd rather just nonchalantly trade a little bit every day because they think it's fun or this and that. This isn't about fun. This is about making money. This is about making money and making a living and doing something productive with your life. Yes, trading's fun. I love trading. No one loves trading more than me. But I have other things to do in my life. And so this trading has to provide an income for me. It has to serve a purpose, not just be fun. You have to want it. You have to want it really bad. You're the one that's going to have to do the work. Even after you take my class, you're going to have to go home and apply the things that I've taught you to the market. And you have to want it bad. And ask yourself, if you're in this mix of balls, if you want to stand out and be the yellow smiley face who's happy making lots of money and everybody else around you is losing, you're going to have to shine pretty bright. So think about that. Think about investing in yourself. Well, let's talk about happiness. This is a little pig with an elephant, and the pig is consoling his elephant friend because his elephant friend is sad because he keeps losing money trading. He doesn't know why. He's tried and tried and tried. He keeps trying everything. He doesn't know what to do. He wonders if he should quit. He's thinking about quitting. He's thought about quitting a million times. And the pig is his friend. And the pig is saying, I don't know what to tell you, what to do anymore, Mr. Elephant. I don't know if you should quit. I don't know what you should do. I'm out of ideas. You've been doing this now for a year and a half. You spent so much money losing money trading. You took 2 classes. They didn't teach you enough. And you spent so much money. I don't know what to tell you to do. And the elephant says, should I take Melissa's class? What should I do? And the pig says, I don't know. What do you think of her? Do you believe that she's honest? Do you think that she knows what she's doing? Do you think you can learn something from her? Do you think she's a good teacher? Do you think she's worth it? And if you don't know what to do, Mr. Elephant, then maybe you should quit trading altogether and stop losing every day, because another year is going to go by, and I don't want to see you upset anymore, Mr. Elephant. You're my friend. I love you, and I don't like to see you sad all the time. Make a decision what you want to do. Do you want to be happy? Do you really want this, and how badly do you want it? And Mr. Elephant says, I really want it. I really want it, he says. Here's the problem. When you decide that you're going to take on the market yourself like I did and teach yourself to do it, you end up having a lack of a balanced life. And that's what happened in my life for 2.5 years. This whole piece of the pie here, this yellow and orange, this was my work life, this was my trading, this was everything. And the rest of this was my family, and a little bit of time I had to myself to go to the gym. That was my life. No social life to speak of, just my family. I had all this huge piece of the pie, this pie chart, was all studying the market, investing myself in everything I had in the market. Not everybody can do that, and I don't suggest it to people. It's easier to learn from someone else and then shorten your learning curve, because your life's going to be out of balance for the whole time that you decide to do this. My life was out of balance, and now my life's getting back into balance, and it's starting to look more like this because I'm making money trading, and I've gotten through it. And all there's other pieces now that are coming into my life, and life is getting better, and I'm happy again. But it took a long time to get here. I don't want to see you look like this. I don't want to see you look like this guy, like Mr. Elephant. Because what happens is eventually your friends get tired of consoling you. Your friends don't know what to say to you anymore. They don't want to hear you complaining or crying anymore. They don't know what to tell you, and they don't have any money to lend you to keep going. They don't. You have to do it on your own. Trading is a singular activity. When you're pressing the buttons by yourself, when you're making decisions by yourself, when you're going through the losses, when you're going through the wins, everybody says they're happy for you, but at the end of the day, the losses are the worst. And nobody understands it but yourself. And you're the one that's there every morning making a decision what to trade and what to do and what to play. You're the one that has to have conviction. Mr. Pig can't give Mr. Elephant conviction in anything. Mr. Elephant has to have his own conviction. And how's he going to get it? Luckily, I understand the importance of having conviction, and I think I'm a good teacher, and I can teach people how to have conviction in their trading and in themselves, because that's more important than anything. Because you can rely on other people, but at the end of the day, Mr. Pig is going to run out of things to say, because your learning curve in trading could go on for a long time, unless you decide to empower yourself and invest in yourself as a trader. Let's talk about quality over quantity. It's not about quantity. It's not about how many classes can you take, how many trades can you take, how many books can you read, how many different indicators can I have in my chart. I want to have this indicator, I want to have this Fibonacci, I want to have this moving average, I want to have this MACD, I want to have this, that, the other thing. I want to do all the indicators I can possibly have, and I want them on my chart, and I want to see everything and all the waves and the wavelengths, and they move across the board. No, it's not about quantity in any regard, okay? It's about quality. It's about quality in your trading and quality in your life. And they're intertwined. They're really, really, really intertwined for people that are successful doing this. 100%. It's about getting quality education, not lots of education. And you have to decipher that. You have to be in discernment about that. You have to decide what you want to spend your money on, where you want to go and learn from, who you want to learn from. You have to decide it. You have to be in discernment with what kind of education is value driven. And here we are back to the rocks. It's all about balance. Here's the rocks again, perfectly balanced. This is you and your life and everything working great. The Golden Gap class. The Golden Gap class, which I teach, offers you quality. And the Golden Gap class offers you value-driven education. If you take the Golden Gap class, you will learn all the information you need to make money trading. You're not going to learn 25 different strategies. You're going to learn one strategy, which you can intraday trade with. You're going to learn multiple plays within that strategy. You're going to learn a couple concepts to give you an edge. And you're going to have a strategy that you can use to swing trade for 5 to 7 days and core trade for longer term moves. That's all you need. And you take everything you know, and the better you get at it, you add size, and you make a lot of money. You don't need 25 different strategies to do it. And you don't need to trade for 8 hours every single day the market's open either. The fact is that time keeps ticking by. I mean, here it is. It's almost Christmas. It's hard to believe it. You know, kids are back at school. The time keeps ticking by. You say, well, I've only been doing this for a little while. Well, how long is a little while? 8 months. 8 months. Well, how much money have you spent? Well, I took that one class that was about $5,000. Are you making money yet? No. So 8 months have gone by. You spent $5,000 on a 1 week class, and you're not making money. And in fact, in the last 8 months, you've been losing money. When are you going to make a decision what to do? Are you just going to keep losing money for another 8 months? Time keeps ticking by. Realize that. Get clear on your financial goals. Get clear on what you want to do. Make some decisions. Be in discernment about where to go for education and whether or not it's value driven. I believe that the education that I offer, the 2-day gap class that I offer, has so much information in it that is jam-packed and worth more than I'm charging for it. And I don't want you to waste time thinking about whether or not you should take it. Listen to my videos. Realize that I know what I'm doing. And 6 months go by, and you still haven't taken the class. And in the last 6 months, you've made a little money, you've lost a little, but at the end, you're still down. Time keeps ticking by. Realize that. Think about it. Invest in your own growth as a trader. This is very important. Invest in your own growth as a trader. That means something different to everyone, but again, it goes back to discernment. Get imbalance in your head, even if your life's not in balance. Get imbalance with your mind to make a clear decision about what it's going to take for you to invest in your own growth as a trader. What do you need to do right now, today? And write it down on a piece of paper. Write it down in your journal. Write it down on a sheet. Make some decisions for things you're going to do to get better. And stick to them. Do them. I'm teaching 2 classes into September 9th and 10th, which is a Sunday and a Monday, and September 22nd and 23rd from 9 to 5 p.m. The cost is $1,500, and the class is the Golden Gap, Professional Bearish Gap System. You can contact me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com, 602-799-5754. I'd love to hear from you, and I would love you to sign up and take my class. I did a class in August, and the feedback that I received from the class was that it was terrific. One person even said that it was life-changing, which was a really nice compliment. So I hope you consider taking it. And here's my contact information again. melissa@thestockswoosh.com by Melissa Armo. 602-799-5754. My YouTube site is Miss She Who Dares Wins. My Facebook is The Stock Swoosh, and my Twitter is Twitter at The Stock Swoosh. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my video. I hope you got something out of this today. I hope you think about some of the things that I said, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for listening.